the Gene Deal Jaguar Wright interview, which mostly was a Gene Deal interview, but we're marketing. Got to kind of market it the way it's supposed to be marketed. Jaguar and Gene Deal was the highlight of that, so that's why we named it that. Did you get a chance to watch a little bit of it?
Yes, I did. And it was dope, very insightful, like a lot of these interviews with Gene Deal and Jaguar Wright.
Yeah, did you have any takeaways from it as far as what Gene might have said about Puff's father? He talked about the night of Big dying, the atmosphere of he said he's seen Big at the Soul Train Awards and at the studio. That was the only time he's seen him. He said the atmosphere, he knew Big was gonna get killed that night. He knew that people had said they wanted to kill Puffy and Big, and that was about to happen. What were your thoughts?
I did hear that. It's been a lot of back and forth with his knowings and the implications of him being there. Because I remember him and Mace had a back and forth of him and that night. That was all. It was just in there. It was in the future. I don't want to say it's divine timing, but it was definitely orchestrated beforehand. So anything. What up, AL2K? But anything.
AL2K, yeah, we about to get to it.
Yeah, anything that's gonna be, it was a hit. It was obviously a hit, and I just wanted to point out, Gene Deal don't get as much flack as Jaguar Wright does. Obviously, he knew the game, the ins and outs, but he don't get as much flack. But it's the truth. What he's seen and what he's been through. This industry is real wicked. It's real wicked.
Facts. Hey yo, man. First and foremost, what's good with it, man?
What's going on with you, man? Good interview. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was in the house, but
you was actually present to watch that in person, man. You see 16K in the chat, and mind you, that's a record for real life productions. That is a record. For you being there, did you think it was going hit on that level, like just because you see Jaguar Wright and Gene Deal sitting together? Did you think it was gonna hit on that? Oh no, man! I knew it was out of here because shit. They both. I mean, it's like they both basically on the same wavelength when it came to the information they spitting. So yeah. So they're gonna ask, because you're here. Thank you for pulling up, man. They're gonna ask, what was your thoughts, as far as the duet? What was your thoughts about the duet?
Oh, that was cute. I was just in the chat, like, they were saying some stuff in the chat. I was like, okay, that's cute.
Yeah, no, hey, in the moment, you knew a song was coming though. Like, I think Jag was prepping, to sing that song. She was prepping, like, all right, I got to get this song right. Because she had to go off the lyrics off the phone. That's what she was doing. So she was prepping to sing that. But
she was preparing for a minute, because that's what he requested. They were on the phone, and that's what he requested. So,
Kai, I'm gonna drop you down real quick, but I'm gonna pull you back up in a second, man. Hold on 1 second. Let me drop him back down. On that end, you came in on the later part of that. Did you get a chance to watch the other part of the interview? Any of it?
I saw probably like a little bit before I came in, and I'm gonna go back and rewind it because I wanted to see if he was going to speak on something. But just like Ka said, Gene Deal doesn't get the slack, doesn't get all the slack that Jag guy or get. Peep game, man. I'm 90s, grew up in LA, Compton, and I do remember. First off, from LA, went to Westchester High, ended up going to Compton High. And I lived down the street from Centennial. Centennial was a straight blood school. I'm not gang affiliate or nothing like that, but I grew up in Crip neighborhood, straight up. So, in fact, the neighborhood that I stayed in was Carver Park. And I said, I'm not finna go to Centennial. I went all the way to Compton. That year, though, was the year when the whole Biggie and Tupac thing was popping. And at school, man, we were like tripping because people were like, hey, man, Biggie Smalls over here kicking it with the South Side. And we was like, wait, what? And then, it came out down the line that it was some pictures that was seen. So I always thought that was peculiar because I'm like, well, what Biggie doing over here kicking it with Southsiders? And then those Southsiders end up being tied to the whole Tupac murder.
can I ask you, you being from that at that moment in that area, was it word that Biggie was coming? Did people know? Did the radio say like Biggie Smalls is coming?
No. I mean, out here, man, like for the most part, the Hollywood cats stayed in Hollywood. They didn't come past Wilshire. You know what I'm saying? They stayed in the Hollywood part in the mountains or Calabasas. They didn't come to the hood. They did. I mean, there's people who come to the hood. Like, let me see, man. I've seen a lot of celebrities coming to the hood, like Cat Williams, but you know, and Tupac used to be in the hood, but that's because you know he's affiliated. But a cat like Biggie, you would have thought he's from New York. He would stay kind of in the safer areas, and this was before the whole, pot getting gunned down and stuff.
Right.
It was a different environment, but at the same time, yeah, Biggie is Biggie. So it's like, what are he doing in Compton? That's what I'm saying. We were at school, like they were like, hey, he over here, and we were like, wait, what? So
did you feel like something was going to happen just from the atmosphere of people asking, why is Biggie here on the West Coast? Did you feel like, just from hearsay that, man, this ain't a good look. This is hell nah, he shouldn't be over here.
No, I'm trying to think because, to be honest, I was working at a movie theater in the South Bay Galleria, and the homegirl pulled up and was like, yo, you heard that new Biggie? I mean, you heard that new Pop? And we were like, nah, and she played it, and we were tripping like, fuck your bitch. And we was like, yo, and she said at the end, this nigga Pac's gonna die. And I was like, don't say that shit. And then, but so I think this kind of happened around that same time. Like Biggie ended up in Compton around that same time. I got to check my dates. I think it was around that same time.
Now, so, I asked Gene Deal if Puffy, if they're going to close this case, is this case going to be closed through Biggie or find out who killed Biggie? He said they already know who did it. They suppressed information. He said that they were actually, this is his word, so, the interview is kind of explosive. He said that they were actually looking to assassinate Puff Daddy. And Biggie was probably just, the situation that happened. I remember it was a Suburban that was hit. And, you can't really know who's in the Suburban, but it was actually possibly a Puff Daddy hit that, landed on Biggie. What are your thoughts on that in itself? Like, if it was for Puff Daddy, not even for Biggie in that exact moment?
That could be a possibility. Like I said, I wasn't there, but I was a youngster, 16.
Yeah, you were young. Yeah, I'm young back then, so I'm just, I'm just confused.
So that could be a possibility because I done heard some situations. We all know they tried to blame DJ Quick for it. I done heard some stuff. I'm not gonna say it, you know what I'm saying, but I done heard some stuff. But Biggie wasn't even supposed to be like. It was just weird how it all was set up. Like if you go to Wilshire and Fairfax, I mean, you just don't leave a situation like that you don't leave a space for it to happen like that. Like Biggie shouldn't have been there. There should have been a call. Like this should have been a different situation. So that could be a possibility. There ain't no telling what was going on. As far as like who was it really for? I know, and I hear industry people talk about how Big was kind of like upset with the deal that Puff had. That's why Craig Mack didn't continue to do what he did because Big was basically, Puff was just, taking everything, publishing all that. So it was rumored that Big was going to go ahead and just do his own thing. That's why he had Junior Mafia and all that or whatever.
Exactly.
So, yeah, man, I mean, that's a possibility. And like I said,
it's a possibility.
The whole situation just didn't look right.
It's a possibility. All right, so I said earlier in the live, man, that Jaguar Wright came in. We finished that up around 11 p.m., 12. It was a good day, man. It was a great day, man. Everything was popping. Everything was good. Gene Deal said to go back to his side. Jaguar said to go back to her side. And then for some reason, man, I don't know what it is. I don't know how it happened, but Jaguar does get arrested less than 12 hours after that. I know your day wasn't expected to go left like that. I know you probably like, all right, we have to have this is a regular day. Let's get back to business. Let's get back to work.
Right.
And how was that for you?
Oh man, well, first off, this is stressful because for the most part, man, she goes through a whole lot. I don't think y'all really understand the stress that her her being who she is, she goes through a whole lot. Then you got to deal with these trolls. You got to deal with these weirdos online. You know what I'm saying? Tracking and doing all this type of stuff. So she's already under a lot of stress, and that happened, man. And she took it like a G.
Yeah.
I was tripping. I'm like, like I said, I did my research. I didn't know what was going on. The whole case is some bullshit, and we'll talk about all that later. But when they came and snatched her up, I was like, okay, they got her, and then
was that your first time in Dallas?
Yeah, first time in Dallas.
So you didn't know nothing about when they say, "Hey, she taken to this," let's say loose steroid, and
yeah, I'm like, what the fuck is this? I didn't know.
Yeah, who the fuck is a loose steroid?
Right, I know L.A. County Jail. I know where that's at. I don't know no loose steroids or whatever the fuck. So yeah, they were like, she was there. So I just dipped down there and I just got the information, and you know what it was, man. And yeah. Y'all,
are you surprised that everything in Dallas is so close by? Because everything is technically like downtown, technically.
Yeah. It's a pretty easy city to navigate through if I had a car and I was whipping.
All right, definitely. All right, well, for those that want to know, how's Jaguar doing now? Man? If
Oh, she's good. We just making sure she gets the R&R that she needs, and she's good. She's good. We taking care of the legal stuff. Thanks to yo people. But the funny thing is yo people, the Cochran firm, I produce. I'm right here at KBLA in LA. I produce for a few attorneys, and one of the attorneys does work for Johnny Cochran firm. She worked with Johnny Cochran.
Oh, damn.
So it was like, because I have her, she's on the whole case, because I ended up getting doxxed just because I was tied in with Jag, and they put my information out there, put the kids' information out there, like this is real retard, just so she's already as soon as she got wind of it, she got on it, and then she's hooking up with your folks. We finna make it. It's finna happen, man, because these people across the line, all these people who have been doxing, harassing, doing what they're doing to anybody associated with Jag. It's playtime is over. Y'all can try to get content and create moments and try to get viral moments. I got phone calls, and they secretly recorded me and broadcast. It is what it is. But that stuff is done. So long story short, it's really just about her mental health. It's really about her rest and relaxation. It's really about her getting back to the music. I just produced a show for Black Lives Matter. I've been producing that show for the past 3 years, and Jag had a song called Fire Women. She let me hear it. I said, let me send this to Dr. Molina. I hurried up and emailed it to her, Dr. Molina Abdullah, who's the co-founder of Black Lives Matter. And I played the song today because George Floyd's uncle was on a segment called More Than a Hashtag. So the More Than a Hashtag is basically just talking about the victims of white terror domination, police violence, and stuff like that. So yeah, I played that song and they loved it. I'm pretty sure more people are gonna love it. So like I said, she done played me so many songs, man. I think people need to get to her music, and we're gonna work on getting all that out, because it's long overdue. The industry clamped down on her, and the industry ain't what it was no more. She's gonna be out of here with that too.
Yeah, I was saying, do you want to see Jag in this music world, this podcasting, blogging world, or do you want to see her like in the movie acting world? You like to see her just all well-rounded?
No, she's a multi-level genius. She'll kill the industry with the music. I can see her competing with Wendy Williams, Sherry Shepherd, doing that. Like, she can do that all day, because the question she's gonna ask, you already know. It's like, it's gonna be off the hook. I could see her doing any and everything she put her mind to.
There you go. Oh man, all right, definitely, man. A Jaguar Wright, Gene Deal, like a real part 2. You think something like that could happen? I mean, Gene Deal, he doesn't get as much flack as you said that a Jaguar Wright does.
Yeah.
So there's ways to go about this truth telling, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you think that maybe Jaguar, and I know we talked about Orlando Brown too, like, and there's other people that's come out, and there's other, I forget her name, Nikhil, some white girl just came out about Diddy and Kanye West just yesterday. She's like, I'm not looking for nothing, but I'm telling y'all my truth, and we need to be listening to these people who have had industry experiences. But do you feel like Jaguar could collaborate with someone else going forward as far as just doing this right here, exposing the industry, or should she just be on a solo mission? Let me just tell my situation and go from there.
It's really up to her. She should do whatever she wants to do. I think she put enough information out there to get the ball rolling. Everybody know what time it is. But she can continue to do what she needs to do. I did set up a situation to play with one of my OGs, Lonzo Williams, who's he discovered Dr. Dre. He's the godfather of West Coast hip hop, and he know everybody. So I said, hey man, Reggie Wright, you know him? Of course, because he's from Compton, born and raised. He knows Reggie Wright. He knows his dad, all that. I said, let's set up something with Reggie Wright and Jaguar Wright. And I'm like, let me see if they related too. I was just joking. But that went left. But then you just see Reggie just called a truce on Jag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that was interesting. But I think they should. Well, I ain't gonna say they should have a sit down. I mean, if he's calling a truce, he knows what time it is.
It could be a positive thing in regards. Again, everybody I see Jag collabing with, I think it only it just ruffles feathers from up above. I think Jay-Z right now is getting flack for performing at Tom Brady's event and not doing nothing for hip hop 50 years.
Right.
Yeah, like to go perform for people that can't even sing your song word for word, but yet skip the hip hop 50. I know he's getting flack for that, and can't nobody tell a man how to move, but you know, everybody's gonna have an opinion on whatever we do out here anyway. So It is what it is. For those that do want to, you know, because I know you came in this, you've already been in this industry. You already have a connection to a network of people that you already mess with. Yeah. Have you opened up your network to Jaguar Wright as well? As far as, I know you just mentioned, you know, some people that you're dealing with. Have you opened up your phone book to some things that she could benefit from as well?
Oh, yeah. I'm not done. I hooked her up with Dominique DePrima. Dominique DePrima was the first person to give Tupac a televised interview. So she was here in our studio. That was the first thing I did. As soon as I met her, 15 minutes later, I said, hey, let's go talk to Dominique DePrima. You need to talk to her. I have a bunch of other people that I'll hook her up with. I'm going to keep it, keep it low key. We trying to, we got plays that we're going to do. But like I said, for the most part for her is her mental health, emotional health, emotional support. She's good. She's strong because all that stuff that she's going through, man, I would have broke. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But she's strong. So
my last question is, did you know the whirlwind you were jumping into? Not saying you knew you were. Did you know the whirlwind that was coming?
Hell no. Hell no. But God prepare you. You know what I'm saying? I've been through some shit, man. So it ain't nothing like God ain't gonna put nothing in your way that you can't handle. So
there you go.
Yeah.
You're a good dude. Again, the moment I met you, you're a good dude. The spirit on people. I don't know I haven't been watching the comments and what people say about yourself, but I know they're out there. But from what I know from the man I met, bro, oh man, I can't explain it on this platform right here about the efforts you went through just to get, not saying you even know Jaguar for a long time, but just to get a woman out of jail. Like what you did was, I don't know if I could even did that, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. For my loved ones, yes. But man, feet to the pavement, bro. I salute you, bro.
Now, Jag and I got to understand, and I met her, we connect right away, and it's like we've been knowing each other for like centuries. That's really how I feel. We think alike. It's crazy. We think alike. She's on point, but then we got to start standing up for our sisters. I know there was clowns out there stalking her and trying to get $100 to turn her in, like some damn slave catchers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like come on, man, we got to do better. That's pretty much all I got to say on that. Like, and I'm gonna protect. I ain't just protecting anybody, but she's definitely worthy, and she's good people, so she needs to be protected. And it's more people that love her than hate her. That's because they like I said, nowadays being real and speaking the truth is revolutionary.
Well, I want to say thank you, bro, for hopping up and putting your face on camera. Some people like to just stay. They like to stay. Don't show their face. But again, we're all about positivity. Is there any words of affirmations you like to give the people that's watching this, anything of that nature? Any words of affirmation you like to give them?
Man, like I said, I just say we all need to empower each other.
Yeah.
I'll promote two things. One of my teachers is Siddiqui Bakari. Definitely go to his website, check out his stuff. He's in my let me promote my documentary. I'm from the West Coast representative, and I did a documentary on the origins of West Coast hip hop. It's on Tubi. It's called Set in the West: The Genesis of LA Hip Hop. I got Don Campbell, who I call the father of hip hop. He started with the Campbell lot, Boogaloo, and he had Fred Rerun Berry. And those people, those were the people that the people on the East Coast saw on Soul Train and started getting the movement going. So we gotta like talk about the real origins of hip hop. And I just kind of just explored that or whatever. And then, you know, I got Professor Griff. I got a bunch of West Coast legends. I got Lonzo. I got rest in peace to General Jeff. I got Battle Cat, Kit Kat. Shit.
These guys from the 80s.
I got a lot of people. Look, I got a lot of people, man.
Yeah, this goes back to the 70s, 80s.
Yeah. This goes back to the like really the origin starts 69, and then I'm moving on up to the 80s to right where we start getting the gang banging. And I'm gonna still continue it because everybody's synonymous. They think West Coast is synonymous with being programmed and gang banging, but before I'm talking about that. Like this is what was going on. So again, Set in the West. So the genesis of LA hip hop. It's on Tubi. It's on YouTube too. I produce it. I produce a whole bunch of other stuff. I got stuff that's in film festivals, but I don't really announce that. But that's like my passion project, and I'm going to continue it. And like I said, I got to get with y'all too because you know
please do.
I'm
We have Free Ray. I always fuck up his name. Ricky Ross.
That's my OG.
Yeah. He's coming in a couple of days. I think he's coming in like Tuesday or Wednesday or something to do his interview. Is there any questions or you want us to lean anything you would like to know from him on your end so we could kind of pencil that in?
I just got off the phone with Rick because he ended up meeting Jag through somebody, so I know Rick. I know him.
That's gonna be a good one.
Definitely check out his book. He got a book called Cracking the Systems. I got it as soon as it jumped off, man. And like for him not to be, you know, no disrespect, for him to, you know, go through middle school, high school and not even know how to read, and then he writes this book. Oh man, he has a way with words.
Come on now. Well, I appreciate it, man. In the West, you know what I'm saying? The hip hop history, man, going through the genesis of it, man. Y'all go check it out. It's on YouTube, Tubi. Man, there you go, man. I definitely appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for checking in with me, bro, for real. Stay blessed, keep Jag safe and guarded, and thank you for everything, bro, for real.
All right, y'all. Dubs up, West Coast. Peace.
Dubs up.